And the authors of the book, Changing Your Equation. But more than a book, this would be a strategy, right? Would you say that?
Oh, yeah. It's a life strategy. There's so many books out there that says, change, set your goals. No, we take them through how to make it actually happen.
And tell a little background where you guys are from and where this all came from.
Well, we live in Clinton. We're born and raised in the area.
Yeah, Marcy and Poland, respectively.
Okay.
So we're local kids grown up.
And what inspired you to do this? What got you to say, we're going to write a book?
We literally were sitting on a beach talking about our life goals. We have dream days where we've set our life goals, and there's some we're just not getting there. We're working and not getting ahead. And it's in the book. It's a classic conversation.
We were on the beach, and Rose asking me when we're going to get this beach home that we've always dreamed of. Yeah. And I said, if nothing changes, maybe never.
Right.
And of course, that's not good enough. We've got to do something.
You sound like my wife. No, that's not good enough.
No.
Here's what we're going to do.
Yes.
Okay, so the deal is to take ownership in your life. And what do you mean by that? What is your... So walk us through what you would... normally, it's for couples, it's for just people, it could be career, it could be relationship, whatever, right?
It really applies to all aspects of life. Definitely career, definitely any type of goal that you want to accomplish. And what we found out is when we were talking about our situation and we were mapping out the future and what changes we need to make, that they were actually very universal. And that's what prompted us to write the book. It's just not about us. It's just about for everyone.
So it's a GPS. And we have master's degrees in business management and administration. So taking that strategic planning concept that businesses will do it for your life.
Right.
And you'll get there.
Two things. One on Dream Day, realistic dreams or
what is
any
Dream Day? It's a day you go, you say, this is our dream, this is what we want to accomplish.
It's both.
Okay.
It's both. We lose that along the way to adulthood. As kids, you think you can do anything. And then along the way, we lose that ability. So we actually recommend, and they can get this right on our website, changingyourequation.com. They can download a copy of our Dream Day planning guide to help people through that. And the idea is to go for a long drive. We go up to that dock in Inlet on 4th Lake, and you'll see us there. We'll have a spiral-bound notebook.
Yeah.
We write any idea we have down. And then afterwards, we've come up with sorting categories.
And not all of them, as you said, are created equal. Your dreams, your goals, some are going to be readily available. You're close to being able to accomplish them. And some are really on the opposite end of the spectrum, really just fantasy.
Yeah.
These are, if we won the lottery, what would I do with it?
But if you don't have those fantasies...
No, I have the fantasy of winning the lottery, but I'm never going to win it. They ain't never going to happen.
But it's okay to dream. Yeah. If we stop and say, "Oh, that's stupid. Why would I think that?" Then you're defeating yourself. So we encourage people to list everything, but then understand what is a fantasy.
So you really write it down. You should write it down.
And that is so important, that just the simple act of writing your dream down makes it more than 10 or 20 or 50 times more likely to come true. Just that simple. If there's any one first step to do, is just write it down.
Oh, Christine Bellino always used to tell us that.
She did. And there's our own story that I don't even want to really get into, but it worked. It comes to fruition. It was really quite interesting. I want to go a little negative. Roe and Don Polczynski in here. They have the authors, local, by the way. What do you guys do for a living?
I actually have my own business, RD Advisory Group, so I go in and mentor and coach businesses, executives, and just everyday people.
Okay, and you, Don?
I'm the CFO of Gilroy Kernan and Gilroy Insurance in New Hartford.
Right. Yes, okay. So you guys are taking your experience, but you're also your relationship experience and applying it to this, and it's working, right?
It is.
So I want to ask you on the negative side. When you say you have your dreams, you get out and you sit down and you do the dreams. By the way, my wife's dream is I would just put that toilet seat cover down. That is and actually, I should show you a picture. She shows me a picture, sent me a picture this morning of a brush in the toilet because it's, of course, whose fault?
Yours.
Yeah. I didn't put the brush there. I'm like, what did you drop it for? You dropped it. I didn't drop it. It's not my fault. Anyway, beyond all this, we might not make it.
That's a whole nother chapter.
Yeah, beyond it is beyond all of this. So the negative would be, and this might be inspiration for her. Can you you're looking at what you want, but also don't you have to kind of assess? Here's what's going. This is a bad influence in our lives, or my life, or my workplace, or this is holding me back, or this is hurting. What are your thoughts on that?
It's in the book.
Oh, it is in the book.
It is.
Oh, great. Well, I'm not taking the book home. She'll read it.
Chapter. Yeah, there is a relationships chapter, just so you know.
Perfect.
And that's a really cool analogy of, think of that escalator. The kids at the mall, they have to run up that down escalator, and they get in trouble. And we have to think of our relationships as if they were an escalator. Mm-hmm. Are they moving us up, or are they bringing us down?
So removing negative influence. And I have done this in my life for different times, and it does make a difference. The drama disappears.
Absolutely.
And the drama really can really consume a person.
Yeah, the book is subtitled "Moving Toward Your Ideal Future," and we got to think about ourselves as what direction are we moving in, and all that negativity is like an anchor. Mm-hmm. It's anchoring us to go nowhere.
Yeah.
We need to be moving forward. And the solution, the ultimate way of achieving goals, it's nothing exotic. The answer is not exotic.
Right.
It's small steps. If you're walking forward in small steps, sooner or later you're going to get to your destination. So the idea is to get moving, get into action, move forward.
And how about the skills? Maybe it's not a person in your life. Maybe it's your own habits or the things that you're doing.
Literally, we did develop an equation. So chapter by chapter in the book, it takes you through what we call these factors. And they are education, experience, the realities of yourself, the people around you. There is a chapter tied to negativity or current of growth. So we address all of that. And we did send it out. The book was sent by our publisher for some professional reviews. And they've come back. We just got the final one yesterday. And they're all saying that this is a practical guide. It literally guides people through the steps they have to do.
So removing maybe people or influences or things are holding you back. And but what about being? I mean, it's one thing. I had someone, and that I'm not gonna say. I don't want it to be. I don't know who this is, but some of the people here would know. Who would always have these pie in the sky, like way out there. I am never going to be Robert Redford. I'm not going to star. I don't think it's ever going to happen. So sometimes your goals, you write this down, are unrealistic. And I think you got to be somewhat, right? Don't you have to be a little grounded with your goals here?
Yeah, you have to be.
Yeah.
You're going to be, your natural talents are going to take you in a certain direction.
Right.
When I was growing up, I wanted to be a pro quarterback for the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 5'5", you know. You had to give up on that dream. Yeah. And sometimes you got to know when it's just time to give up on a dream. It's just not going to happen.
You're fantasy bucket.
Gonna dunk, Bill.
I'm not going to dunk. I'm not. Although I did buy that little round trampoline thing, and I got to tell you, head right in.
Well, I will tell you, your equation is now changed. Now with the trampoline,
changes
you have
everything.
something new.
It does, but I worry about, and this is why I don't know your age, either one of you, where you guys are, but I will turn 52 this year. I think 52 or 53. I
think it's 52.
I think so. Anyway, it all goes downhill after 50. But I'm finding that all those when I was 25. Fearless. My thing was you got to be afraid. You can't be afraid of losing anything. You got to power forward, and you're going to get what you want if you do that. Today, I look at it differently. I have a family. You got to think about your retirement. You're 50 years old. How do you get through that when you're at a different part of your life? You're not as fearless.
Well, and we're in the same age range. So I'm 49. He's 50. So we're right there, and yet we're doing this.
Right.
And for some people we coach and mentor will recommend, what are those small items? What are you just procrastinating on? And if you do a few of those smaller goals and build that momentum, then you kind of can balance where you need to put your time and energy, because you're right.
Yeah.
Goals and priorities change, but that's also part of the equation. That's also part of sorting that dream day list.
Right.
And at least make some progress.
I'll also say, as we've aged, we've got a different perspective. We've gained more knowledge, more experience, and you're actually have more tools to achieve your dreams now at this point in your life than you did when you were 25.
Yeah. So you don't give up at 50.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
it can be the best. The best years are ahead.
All right, very cool. And this is available all over, right?
All over.
You can get it at Barnes & Noble or online, Amazon.
All of them.
No audio version yet, right?
Actually, tomorrow we will get the final copy of the audiobook. So within the next month, it
Let me
should
know when
be
that's
released.
happening, because I travel and I love to just put that on.
We're
and
getting that
it's
a
very
lot,
valuable.
yeah.
So, yeah.
We will keep
Okay,
you posted.
guys. Again, it is changing your equation. The key here is, if there's one takeaway, it's write it down.
Absolutely.
Now, we have a couple books we can give away.
Yep, 2 books and Dream Day Guides.
Kira, let's take caller 3 and 4. If you'd like the book, we'll have it here for you. We have 2 versions of it, along with a guide, which you can also get at your website, which is
ChangingYourEquation.com.
all right. Roe and Don, thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it.